Welcome to my stables. I am the DMobo, and welcome back to Echoes of the Past. Last episode, chaos ran through the streets. Coatoans wearing Palor robes were massacring people. And Rhea happened to find one of these, attacking Toonie, no less. And all she was able to glean was no witnesses. Kyrish and Keith tried to go into the complex, tried to get some answers, and decided to try and get rid of the Kuatoan threat when they bumped into Rhea. And they changed course of plans, went inside, and found Riku and Dawn finishing off the last of the traitors. Kyrish went to a dark place, found out some information, and visited Amora. And Riku had warned them that she was dying from mummy rot. Well, Kyrish made the cure for mummy rot. A few hours have passed. Bert is at some of the bar, the nicest part of the bar that hasn't been destroyed, sharing a few drinks with fellow Tarnians and Golans, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Kyrish is asleep in Amora's hospital room with Mr. Flibble outside as a guard. And Rhea had gone back into the house, a little bit scared. For one moment, there was nothing there where Keith had slept, and as she blinked, a wrapped body appears out of thin air. We start with Kyrish. Now, when Kyrish naps, is it dead to the world nap, or is it enough to feel rested but easily wakeable?
I think with how much magic he's been expending, it's a dead to the world kind of sleep.
Roll me a d6.
All right. Well, let's see how today's gonna go. 6.
All right. You gain 6 of the spells of your choosing back, of your spell slots back. Everyone is resting and whatnot. Kyrish, your recent acts of the past few hours haunt you. You're in a circular room that has a blood-stained floor. Various people are chained up, not ones that you recognize. And they are in different stages of torture. When the Dark Lord himself comes to you and summons your presence to the dungeon, you see a couple of Lumians. Ones you don't really recognize. You see some Golans. And you see a few frogs as well. When they see you, some of the people try and make themselves as small as possible in the corners. You see a few of them standing about a foot away from the door, glowering at you. And you see the last few just fetal positioned, defeated. And the Dark Ruler points to a cage. It says reserved. You go there curious. You don't recognize the person in there. And when they turn around, you kind of do a double take. Amora is in there. And around her wrist is Lux. And through your bond, you feel a sense of urgency. And Lux whispers to you, "Wake up! Wake up, Kyrish! Wake up!" As soon as Amora sees you, she scoots to the furthest side of the wall. "Stay away from me! No! No more! Stop!" Roll a will save to see if you actually do wake up.
18.
The scenery blurs around you. And what used to be the dungeon is a blurred scene of Amora's hospital room. The golden sun is bright upon your back, flowing into Amora's room. Kyrish, the more you focus, the more the blurriness goes away. And the blur vision fades quickly, and you see Lux gently coiled up around Amora's arm, and she is almost like she was exactly in your dream. The bed is knocked down and it's skittered askew. The table next to it is knocked over and its contents are on the floor. And Amora is clawing at the corner and trying to make her press herself as tight as she can around the corner. Her wings defensively around herself. And she's still yelling in terror. But her eyes are closed.
He's going to quickly get up and go over by her and try and gently shake her awake. Amora, it's okay.
When you touch her, a shrill shriek greets your ears. "No, no more! I won't say anything! Not as long as I live and breathe! No!" And she is going to try and punch you. And yeah, no. You see it coming. You see her raise her fist, but with the weight of Lux, it's very... You can see her struggling, and her shaky fist slowly just passes by your head. Lux will uncoil herself and go to her normal position around your neck. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden she just started screaming. And she rolled out of the bed and just was doing this for the past 5 minutes.
Did she say anything? She was asleep.
No, just What she's doing now, screaming, "Stop, I won't say anything. No more."
Strange. I feel like we may have had a similar vision in our sleep.
That's quite odd. I mean, I was shouting for you to wake up, but... Do you want me to go get somebody?
Why? She's calm enough for the most part now. Come on, look. We'll let somebody know on the way out.
Alright.
We should probably find him. He's going to, I should say, attempt to pick up Amora and place her back on the bed if she's, kind of chilled out.
You go to pick her up, roll a grapple check.
Oh my god! I rolled a 2. No! So that's a total of 11.
You succeed. You know, you've seen Amora's tactics enough that when you go to grab her, you see her bring her wing across her and you duck down as she swings it across. And kind of unceremoniously, you just kneel down and pick her up with her body over your shoulder. And you set the bed right and you place her down in it. And she's still thrashing and kicking about, but the bed hasn't been overturned. Should we restrain her so she doesn't hurt herself?
I'm more worried about her hurting us.
She kind of looks around the room. There's not a whole lot. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I don't think there's any cloth in here to restrain her. But I'm sure someone will be in once we tell them, and they can do that.
We can go?
The door opens, and Amora's shouts start to go into the hallway. Mr. Flibble he steps aside for you to leave. He turns around. What the hell is going on in there?
This is how Amora gets rest.
He just looks at you. Roll me a bluff check.
Hang on, let me see what my bluff is. Oh, I think I might be able to pull this off. Come on, bluff. 19.
He gives you an eyebrow raise. She rests by screaming.
Look, don't question someone who can literally split the earth in two.
I guess winged elves are different from normal elves, so I'll take your word for it.
Oh, they're a different breed, alright.
And he's gonna resume his post in front of the door. And you head out, and the infirmary is just the way it was. The bed's all nicely leaned up. All the blood is cleaned. The What remains of the corpses have been taken care of. It's almost like nothing ever happened. Riku is sitting in a chair, fast asleep, while Dawn, Babs, and Yulu are tending to the wounded. And do you talk to them or do you go downstairs?
He's probably going to quickly ask them how everything's going.
Yeah, things have been going alright. Rika's taking a short frog nap, kinda needs it. Been overexerting herself lately between magic and physical medicine.
Indeed, she has. Alright. Good. Keep up the good work, all of you.
The two little ones look at each other and give a slight wave. You take care of yourself now, Kyrish. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Gonna give a small smile as he kind of nods to them and turns to leave.
You head down the stairs, and the bar is... There's still a good chunk of the bar that's smashed, but the tables are normal, the chairs are upright, and you see Bert drinking and talking amongst Golan's Tarnians and a couple of the surviving frog clerics.
Wonderful, if it isn't my favorite drunk. I mean cleric.
All the clerics at the bar turn to look at you.
I know you're just talking to me. You gotta be. You don't want the smoke.
No, I don't smoke. Do you now?
You would if you insult these clerics very much more. Pretty sure every bit of your clothing would be smoking.
He's just gonna smile at Bert.
Fucking. Ah. And besides, it's not drunk, it's buzzed. Get it right. There's nothing
Either
wrong
way.
with partaking as long as you know where your limits are.
Either way, Bert, it's good to see you actually up and about and not in the stupor.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm completely back, but I feel pretty good right now. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Oh, I wish I could tell you all the details, but even I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh, we'll piece them together, I guess, together.
There's a lot
Ain't
going
got nothing
on.
but time.
Have you seen Sage or Rhea?
I thought they were with you.
No, I just came from the hospital room.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen Sage recently, and I saw Rhea leave the building, but where to?
Well, alright then. That's not going to help a whole lot. Right. I should find at least Rhea. He's gonna start to try to think, where did she say she was going? I think she went back to the house. What did she... Bert, are you going to stay here?
I mean, we can go together. Let me finish this drink real quick, and in 3 gulps, my drink's gone.
Wow, 3. expected better of you.
Well, you know, I'm nearing my limits. Need to
You have
take it in
limits?
moderation. Oh, we all have limits.
Well, let me surprise.
No, I've become self-aware of late. There's a fine line between getting, how do we put this, shitty drunk and not getting shitty drunk. Like I said, I know my limits.
Alright. Well, good for you, but that's fantastic. I'm glad you're figuring that out. For today.
Well, it's the one thing that I know that I can figure out right now is myself. Because the gods know I have no fucking clue on what else is going on.
I believe the major part of this that you really need to know is he was here, he attacked, and we lost. Again.
And for how long have you been thinking we were gonna lose again?
I never thought we were prepared in the first place.
Exactly. So this whole thing, your mindset is we're not ready, we're not strong enough, we can't do it. So, why don't you take a page from my book and stay just fucked up enough to believe in yourself? Why I drink? It's not because, well, several reasons, but yes, one of them is liquid confidence, liquid courage, if you will. Gives you the courage to seek answers outside of your normal realm. It's just the ramblings of an old man. Let's go find our friends and see what we can do to fix this problem.
One of these days I may just take you up on that.
Well, for now, let's go find Rhea and I don't know what you want to do about Amora.
Amora's fine for now. She's resting.
Do you think? I'm not so sure how fine she really is. I think she may be a little bit more broken than any of us can fathom.
I think we're all about at that stage.
Not me, my drink keeps me whole. And with that, he turns and follows you wherever we're going.
The two of you exit the complex, and Kyrish, you notice that the large pile of bodies are now half the size they once were, and it's just a pile of bones and ash. The nicely laid out bodies are gone, but there's a grouping of people further away from the ashen pile. And you can hear some of them weeping. And you, the both of you, see Ishtok and Toonie standing amongst the group.
Kyrish is going to go to them. Are they together, or?
Yeah, they're all in one big group. They're standing next to each other in said group.
Ishtalk, how's everything faring out here?
He turns to you, and he looks mournful.
Right.
Because of stupid frog traitors. More lose life.
Yes, I know. And needless loss at that.
Toonie turns around. Oh, hey there, Kyrish! And you'll notice that he's holding a small boy who is crying very loudly into his shoulder.
Seems we just cannot get away from each other.
I'd say I like to say it's random happenstance. Honestly, didn't even know you were here.
Of course. What do you think all of this happened? Of course we're around.
Yeah, like, what the big lizard man said. Weirdo frog clerics did stupid shit and innocent had to pay. And burial rites later tonight. Yes.
Good. I'll see about gathering everyone up for it.
He kind of cocks his head at you and gives you a weird expression. I, Lady Rhea, say almost same thing.
Oh! You've seen Rhea?
Yes, went that way. And points to the direction of the house.
No. How long ago?
Maybe 2-3 hours?
It's still bizarre. Alright, thank you.
Yes. Also, big white dragon give me friends to lay rest.
Oh. I'm both sorry and thankful that you did that.
Not know what happened, but me glad they rest now.
Yes. You probably don't want to know what happened.
No, but have high honor. Fought defending home. Best honor.
Agreed. Couldn't be any better way to go. Right. I'll be off.
Yes. Come, Toonie. Young child. Must go. The child starts to try and struggle out of Toonie's arms. But I don't want to leave Mom and Dad. They'll be worried when they wake up. And Toonie and Ishtalk exchange glances. that the young boy can't see. And they start to walk away, and the boy's protest of leaving grow louder.
Kirish's eyes are just glazed over.
Lux kind of...
He's just standing still.
Lux taps you on the head with her tail. Focus, Kyrish.
Oh. Yes. Right, we have things to do. Who are we? Rhea, yes, house. Let's go.
We do a flippity flop as Kyrish wakes up to a night terror-stricken Amora. Rhea, you have seen a wrapped body appear out of the floor. What do you do?
Probably go and investigate it.
You notice that the body is wrapped identical to how Keith had wrapped it initially.
She'll investigate the area around, just make sure there's like no little trapdoors and stuff like that, which keeps it like switching out. Just trying every possibility before the realization of it's probably some kind of magic, which she can't really detect because not magical.
The floor is sturdy, and nothing feels off.
At which point she'd probably go get the help of the only other person in the house, which is Sage.
You go down to the basement, and you see her dead asleep. With her face using... the side of her face using an open book as a pillow.
Didn't realize I was gone that long. She'll scoop up Sage and take her up to her room so that she can get some rest.
As you tuck Sage into bed, Darling hops off your shoulder and will nestle in his little homemade nest on her nightstand.
You familiar like you need rest as well?
He looks up, nods his head.
Alright. Okay, so I hope you don't mind if I stay here for the night. Given everything that's happening here, I'd rather not leave two sleeping people alone.
He cocks his head, points to Sage sleeping. He'll make a tapping noise with a foot and stay asleep. And then he points to himself, feigns sleep, taps, and immediately perks up and starts looking around.
Sure. Thank you. And she'll go to her room then to sleep. Well, not sleep, to tramp.
You kind of just hang out in the house, and the door opens. Well, you hear the door open.
She'll see you at us.
As you peek around the door, you see Darling hopping on the floor, staying to the shadows as well. And the door opens more, and Kyrish, Lux, and Bert walk in.
Oh, apparently some non-sleeping company.
There. Top of the morning to you.
It's afternoon, but close enough.
Okay, past the morning, top of the morning, whatever it. Fucking, I've been drinking a little bit. Okay, come, just don't. Yeah.
I mean, you were
Just-
quite sober the last time I saw you, so...
Good day, sir. How's that?
Be
I
glad
prefer
he's
man, but
cautious,
okay.
all right?
Is it a good day? Are you guys okay?
Depends on your definition, given. She'll just look over to Brumil's body. Is it still there?
It is still there.
Gramil?
Apparently,
Wait
apparently
a minute. Hold on.
his
Gramil died?
You weren't there for that.
That's right, Bert was Yeah, Bert doesn't know yet.
I can't rip. What a way to find out.
Ah.
Whoop.
Oh no.
I thought you knew. Oh, that's right. You were taken to the tent before it happened, and oh, sorry, I had to find out that way.
What happened?
Is his body there for us?
There.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
physically there, yes.
Bert is gonna walk over to the body and just repeat himself again. What happened?
What do you think happened?
How?
It was him.
No, not just him. Greg as well.
No, Rhea. All of this is him.
It is, but he needs to know the full story of it.
Yes, I do. I need to know the whole story behind it. What
Greg,
happened?
the one that killed me ages back. The right-hand man, so to speak, of it. We found out who they were fully. It was the princess. Hard to explain. It was like split personality thing, like a darker side, just allowed to take hold. She wanted us to put her out of her misery so that Greg couldn't hurt anyone else. But Grimil wanted her to die peacefully in dignity. Tried to carry her off so that him and her could have the last moment together. Greg took control again and snapped his neck.
Kyrish just turns away. Ray is recounting this.
Bert is in a state of that I don't think anybody has seen yet. He's just gonna be listening, but also in almost like a trance, like communing with his inner consciousness, I guess you would say. It's not really a prayer, but it's more of a ritualistic, focused meditation, if you will, over the body. But he's still listening, like, and occasionally just you just see him make some hand gestures over the body and just, yeah, he's in an absolute state right now. This is hitting him like a ton of bricks, and he doesn't know how to focus and channel his anger because he doesn't know the whole story yet. So as soon as he'll just repeat, I need to know how this happened, what happened. Specifics, details, I need to know.
Said.
Darling,
Oh, go on.
Darling will come slowly fluttering out of the hallway, land on your shoulder, Bert, and give you a small, comforting head bump.
As said, Greg and the princess were one and the same, well, physically. It seemed that Grimil and her must have had something going on. Grimil wanted a bit of peace in her last moments, but Greg took control again and killed him before he could do anything, before they passed on themselves.
What do we know about Greg?
He died alongside the princess. And that
So the one that
he's...
killed Grimil died.
Yes.
So who was the commander of the one that killed Grimil?
Turkey Fetus.
So it's his bidding that was the cause of Grimil's death. Ultimately, it was turkey feathers.
As Kyrish said, it's always Turkey Fetus that it comes back to.
The full,
So no, is it?
the absolute call for vengeance in itself, I know is wrong. Revenge to avenge somebody who died in battle is wrong, but my heart tells me we have to win. That we don't give up. This is one setback. This isn't the end. We're all still alive. Nothing changes. Turkey Feather dies.
It's just another person we need to fight for. But
But let not forget that we still fight for ourselves.
there's
It
something
took our
else.
memories. Who knows
So
what he's done else?
there's something else that I need to bring up. On the way back, I'd heard rumors that the body had been vanishing. When I got here, the body wasn't here initially. Then it just appeared.
It
So,
appeared.
Indeed. Like, wasn't there 1
like
second?
interplanar shifting?
I've checked the body and I've checked the ground below it. There's no
No magic
traps or
trace?
mechanisms, no little holes that someone could sneak him out through, so
Did you detect
it's
magic
beyond
over the
my...
body?
I'm not magical, I can't do that.
So
That's why I
nobody
waited
had.
for
Well
Sage
then,
crashed out when I got back. He's asleep. So I was waiting on you lot to get back.
That's
well, we're here
fine.
now. Let's not waste any time. Can I cast detect magic over the body, please?
Yes, you do. And
The
there's
only magic caster who doesn't have detect magic in this crew.
Oh, well, you know.
there is no magical residue.
So what's to be done with his remains?
I believe Keith has plans for that, but what they are, I'm not sure if he's be buried specially out somewhere or if he's to join the others.
To
What
be
is
sure, Keith
the
has.
information? Oh, go ahead.
To be sure, Keith does have plans for it. Whatever it is, I'm sure he'll be fitting.
Yeah.
Of that, I have no doubt. What is our next step in our strategy to go forward from here.
Well, that's why we're here. We
There's,
obviously aren't strong enough.
there's something else that needs to be discussed as well. Two things. One is, well, we're on the way. I was on the way back. I was stopped by the council, Gula. They want to decide who will be the next king or queen.
Oh.
They wanted our input on this.
They want our input?
For
On who should rule?
why does it matter what we think? This is their matter. This isn't about ours.
Isn't it though? Aren't we the ones the reason turkey feathers came here
But do we own
to
this
make
city?
war?
Is this ours? This
We don't
isn't our
own the
place.
city,
Well, according to this deed I
but
just
we
found,
own the responsibility of bring. What do you wait? What do you what? Hold back up. What? Hold
I
on.
was joking.
Darn it!
Oh my
You had me going for half a second. We need a city. Um, that'll come with time. Anyways, it is our responsibility to protect the people of every place that we go to, because every place we go to seems is scryable, and they've been able to see our next move or possess us and get into our minds. We haven't done a
That,
whole lot to stop that from happening or prevent that from happening again in the future, so that we can make an absolute plan, formulate a significant battle plan against turkey feathers.
that and they look up to us here. Statue should be proof enough.
I mean, look at us. Gondra is pretty awesome. We've done some amazing feats. We've
The
had a tad
moment we
bit
get
of
our
luck.
heads full of ourselves is the moment we fail.
I'm not. Let me humbly continue. I'm not saying that we're the God's gift to this world. I'm simply saying we have done some amazing things with a great deal of luck and a great deal of skill and a whole lot of not giving a shit.
We overthrew the tyrant that was once ruling here and helped save it shortly afterwards.
And then this happened. I mean, it's like this place is cursed, honestly. Um,
It's like this whole continent is cursed while he's still alive.
well, we know it is. And until we can cut off the head of the snake, it's gonna continue to bite people.
There's also the other matter, but I'm pretty sure the other matter can wait until Sage is awake. There's
Which
one
is,
last there's one last room that needs exploring downstairs, but she wanted to wait until everyone was here.
Oh yes. What did you
Um,
lot find? Anything immediate?
Well, for the first three rooms that we explored, one was the training room, where you all apparently learned how to use your spells. One was a medical room, where at first we thought it may have been where her tattoos happened, but apparently no, it's your master's room, where he studied all races. Third one was the graduation room.
Yes, it really did bug me that the old geezer decided to have an entire room just for our graduation for two people. Two people, mind you.
To be fair, it's a really nice throne in there.
Sure, but an entire room for that.
Maybe he planned to take more students in, but given circumstances,
Perhaps.
I know Sage mentioned while we were exploring, if we all make it out of this, she does want to eventually take on students here, take up his work.
Yes, I think he'd want that. It'd be a shame to let this place just rot.
More reason why we should find someone good to look after it while we're not here then. I'm not gonna lie, I have someone in mind. But when they talk about who should rule.
Huh?
Question of if Keith would accept it or not is a different matter entirely.
Yes, I was actually going to ask about that. Do you honestly think he would take that position?
Not until Turkey Feather was dealt with, probably not.
Why not Amora?
Immoral?
Maybe it'd give her peace to her demons.
No.
Perhaps.
Well, at least make her general of this place's army.
If it wasn't the fact that
She's not going to stay here.
if it wasn't for the fact that he saw young, I would have advised Ishtok.
I only want her to be safe.
Ishtok is too young, and we really don't know many others.
Maybe they'll present a few people when we start to discuss it. Either way,
We'll ask Keith. I doubt it, but we'll ask you.
You know,
If he does accept, though, I do need to stay here for a while more.
there are some clerics that I was drinking with.
No drunken clerics.
No, that's not what I'm saying. There
Exactly
were
what
some
you just said.
clerics that I think probably know the city very well. And I could probably garner a name or two if we were in need of somebody that they could recommend as well.
Huh.
It's something I could keep in my mind for like a later conversation this evening when I return to the, well, if we return to the inn here.
I'm
could talk to them
kind of
about it.
impressed, but that's a really good idea.
As I said, I'm starting to focus my energies. Starting to come into my ideas of what I want to be in this world.
And what is that?
I want to make a difference. I know we do great things. I know we have done great things, and I know that people look to us like we're heroes. But my whole focus right now depends on eliminating turkey feathers as an evil entity in this world to make the biggest possible impact. For future generations. That's what I want to do with my life. Since I got a second chance and all.
There is a soft, timid knock at the front door.
Oh shit, it's the police! Run! Oh. Kidding.
no, it's fine. We've already gone past that worry.
Hopefully.
I'll
Yeah, I
open the
don't
door.
think I'm getting arrested anytime soon.
I'll open the door.
You see
now.
Mara.
Hello.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not particularly. We're just discussing some matters we're going to have to go over. What's wrong? What do you need?
Oh, well, with the battle and healing and everything, I forgot Amora asked me a favor. And on my way here, some people in weird blue and black robes gave me this paper and told me to bring it to you guys.
What's the paper say?
I don't know, I didn't read it.
Here,
sh-
let me see it, and I'll take
she
it from her.
she hands it to you, and Kira, she told me to give this to you, and oh my god, she holds out a small brown cloth bag.
I'd take that as well. Open the bag first.
You go to reach for it, and she pulls her hand away. She gave me explicit instructions that it goes to Kyrish.
Oh, okay. I'll give it to Kyrish then. I'll read this piece of paper.
He's going to gingerly take it. With how events have gone recently, he's gonna walk outside and put it on the ground, and he's gonna use Mage Hand to open it.
You open the bag, and with nothing supporting it, it falls down. It falls around. Inside is a stone, the color of Amora's eyes.
Is that the
That a new summoning
summoning stone?
I.
Be
Where
cool.
did this come from?
She just handed me a thing of crystal and told me what to do with it, but I knew nothing of cutting, so I went to a jeweler, and they made it nice and smooth. And she told me what I needed to do. It was weird, but I think it works.
Does everyone now just know how to make these? What is going on? What?
She raises her hands. I can't remember how to do it. I guess after it was done, I blacked out.
He just squints his eyes at her.
Are you going to see if she's lying?
Sense motive check.
He is.
Alright, sense motive check then.
Oh my god, I
Right.
got a nat 20.
She
Oh.
is not lying to you.
I would have done something during that ritual with that stone, and to make sure that it could never be used to summon his corpse from anywhere. I would have. Let's see
You
if I can dispel the magic or if I can destroy the stone.
do you pull it out of your pocket?
Oh yeah.
You pull it out of your pocket. It is colder than Liba. It actually hurts to touch with your bare hand. Do you put it back down or do you drop it?
I'm a. Oh. I'm gonna drop it.
You drop it and everyone hears a clinking sound. Does everybody look towards the sound?
Yeah.
You look at,
What is that?
when you look at it, black, but it's almost like tinged with a dark orange.
When I get done dropping it, I'm going to smash it.
Oh!
Just to make sure that nobody else can get their hands on it.
You smash it and you hear the shattering of the crystal, and there is a pile of the shattered crystal with that black tinged with dark orange.
Guys, I'm just starting to get a bit of a concerned thought right now, if you don't mind.
About what?
Grimil's body. As I've said, it keeps vanishing, disappearing, and then it reappeared.
Hence the reason why I thought to destroy the summoning stone, because if I could have been mentally overtaken and I had a stone that could get to his body, and the body's gotta be
Uh,
taken
That's
care
the,
of properly, so I destroyed the summoning stone.
that's the thing. The head, if I recall right, it's kind of wrapped up. Well, the whole body's wrapped up, if I recall right.
Yes.
How do we know that's still Grimil under there?
Man, now you playing. Go get a knife and cut his swelling off and tell me it's not Grimil.
Oh, please. Oh,
I don't dare desecrate the dead for this. I don't want to. I think we should
just
just leave him
check
in
it.
peace.
Oh,
Do
well,
it.
oh,
Okay, fine. You said
well,
it disappeared, came back. Let's check it.
has his body been taken and properly maintained so he doesn't decompose on the floor?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been here.
I don't know what Keith has done, honestly.
I mean, I guess I could ask some of the other clerics to help, help preserve the body.
I need to go find out if the body's him.
Let's check it. Yes.
Mara
So back to
stands
Grimil's body.
awkwardly.
How about
You-
scoop up the pile of the summoning stone, broken crystal? We'll scoop it up and put it in a pouch.
Just stay out here. We'll do this.
Mara
Sorry, but
backs
what?
outside of the door. She doesn't close it because she wants to hear the verdict. And you cut away some of the fabric. And it is not Gramil.
What is this?
Wait,
Who is
I
it?
was correct.
And whose body is this?
How much would you have cut off?
The face?
The face is feminine, blue, and it has black markings all over it.
But I recognize this is the princess's body.
Yes.
That's the princess.
Rhea?
That's not Grimil, that's the princess.
Rhea.
Where?
Grimil
Yeah.
died, yes?
Yeah. We all saw it. Neck snapped.
Kirish's face goes from solemn to pure hatred.
Rage?
He's taken him.
How? That doesn't
Does
make
it
sense.
really matter how?
In this
The
town
next-
where there's a bubble where evil can't get in and evil's influence can't really get past that bubble, yeah, I kind of mad. That means that there's been a breach in the bubble somewhere.
Wouldn't be the... Oh, I can't believe we're so stupid!
You talking
I
about?
The next time we see any of them, his corpse will be walking beside them.
So you think he resurrected him? As
Why wouldn't he?
undead? You're right. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he take another soldier to his side?
He already did it to Pete.
It's not the fact just another body. It's the fact of who it is.
It's one of us.
He has Pete. Now he has
Now
Camille.
Gamil.
And we couldn't stop him again.
Sana, Cleo.
How are we supposed to stop this?
That's the question now, isn't it?
His face kind of contorts with like tears start to fall.
Worst part about the worst part's already been said. This means that they had her body. Decided he was more important because of the connection to us. Turkey Feathers could have easily brought Greg back, but decided to make this person.
Doesn't really matter. We know he does these sorts of things. It's what makes him demented.
That doesn't make sense.
Does any of this? Has it ever?
You know how this building works, Kyrish. Not only did someone get into this city that's supposed to be protected from evil, someone got into a building that's only accessible by us and select few.
He also marched an army of undead into the city. Rhea.
Well, the bubble was destroyed, or down.
And how do we
Well,
know it wasn't tampered with?
because the creatures that were banging on the bubble would have come in while you were trying to fight them.
We already know it can be made to allow special cases. So how do we know it wasn't tampered with to allow him in?
Perhaps she just kind of stares at the body and shakes her head. Not everyone working for him is fully evil. It's always stopping evil creatures from getting in, but neutral parties. That's a different matter entirely.
You don't have to be evil to be stupid enough to believe something.
Exactly. I mean, the priest got in. Priests. Oh no, no. No, 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 no. That's it. That's what this was about. The priest, this whole
Priest?
distraction, them trying to. This was what they were doing. Might have
Say
been a whole
what?
distraction for him to get body.
You can't be
We-
serious.
where
The
would they have
whole of
taken-
this.
Where would they put them? Where would they put their army of the dead when they were done?
Sounds. In a portal? Who knows? You know that he can just conjure up a portal willy-nilly.
There was an army out there, Easter would know. But Easter was asleep.
Need to know.
You don't think have you heard from any of the dragons recently?
I haven't, no.
No?
I did see a big blue one flying not too long ago.
Did they look normal, panicked?
Seemed almost shy. He seemed to be carrying some big bags.
Bags.
I don't know.
Oh God, what has he got himself into now? Where was he?
When I came past, he was, I think, the dragons have a nest, somewhere. I only saw him dip below the sands, and that was it.
Grand. Wonder if that shithead's gotten himself some more ill-begotten treasure.
Well, I mean, they are pretty opportunistic.
Yes, I'm well aware.
I'm gonna, go see if Riku needs help. I know she's been carrying a lot of the weight lately, and I wouldn't want you guys to, not be prepared if she was tired. So I'm gonna go. Do you want me to relay a message to her?
Yes. Tell her that the body that we have isn't Grimil.
Right. Got it. And she's gonna start trotting off. Bert, you still have the piece of paper she gave to you in your hand.
Yes, I'm gonna open it, see what it says.
We, the Council of Five of Gula, have a list of nominees for the next ruler. Each of us picked one and cannot move on voting for another. We ask of you, Gondra, for your good sense of character, your moral alignment, to pick which one you would think would be best for ruling. If you have additional candidates, please write them in the space provided below. The names listed: Amora, Ishtok, Kyrish, Sage, and the Princess.
They didn't mention Keith at all.
Is he reading this aloud?
I'm
This
reading
is-
in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not reading it out loud, no. Really? Gary? Yeah, I'm thinking this to myself. I mean, it kind of makes sense. And I guess. I
But
don't know that he could stay here though. We need him. I mean, Amora,
That's the
yeah,
bet.
she'll never go. Without reading it aloud or actually allowing my face to do anything but be its stoic self, like I'm not gonna show I'm surprised or anything by any of what it says, but I'll fold up the piece of paper and put it back in my pocket and say, well, it seems the council wanted to know how we feel about nominating somebody to the new leadership.
Ooh, Bert is being sneaky.
I think this is something of a subject that we've kind of already talked a little bit about, but I want to know how Gondra feels about taking leadership over this community as
So,
Gondra.
all right. Let's do it this way. So, all they asked was our judgment on their next leader. That's it. That's all that letter was about.
Yeah, that was all. Like, yeah.
Strange, because they've already asked us that in person.
Maybe they thought I'd forget.
They had made mention of a couple of names, but I don't think that they have considered all the options.
Who were the names?
Well, like Ishtok and Amora, and we know that. I mean, we know that those aren't really good options. Like Amora's not gonna go. We all know that Ishtok can't be the leader. He's just not far enough along in experience and age and wisdom that comes with age and experience. We know Amora's not gonna she's not gonna leave our side. She's gonna be doing what Amora does, and it's certainly not sitting on a throne and ruling. However, what they didn't mention as a whole, well, they didn't mention Keith, first of all, which I kind of found offensive because I think Keith is really underrated and is overlooked by all the things he's done over this journey for all of us.
I'll hardly agree.
Gondra in a whole, I mean, I feel like Keith is part of Gondra. He's been an invaluable asset at times to, I mean, not to say that he's not without faults, because everybody has faults, but I don't know how we would make Gondra any more productive if we hadn't had him, if that makes sense. So while I am rallying, yes, Keith, but also Keith as a representative of Gondra, if that makes sense. Making us officially ambassadors over the leadership of this community.
You realize if we nominate him for that reason, we're going to be making our group so much more than what it is. This could very possibly be a lifetime commitment.
It could also backfire and have everybody here slaughtered in our name.
They're going to be slaughtered either way.
Well, better in our name than not. Better united underneath us and have us be able to maybe use the new leadership for good.
No, they shouldn't be united underneath of us. They should be
Well,
united
not necessarily
with us.
underneath us, but if we're at the head of the leadership and we're overseeing it as ambassadors towards their freedom and their independence to live their lives the way they want to, then they are with us. I mean, they have to take their freedom. We can't give it to them. It's not ours to give.
They want out from under the rule of turkey feathers. It just makes sense. Unless, by all means, you want to stay here and be their leader.
He's just gonna kind of like screw his face up in questioning. Why would I want that?
Exactly. That's my point. If we put up Keith for leadership, he's still a representative of us. I hate to lose him at our side because he's been so valuable, but I know his character is befitting the leadership of these people. And I know that he has the ability to be a good soldier and dedicate himself to protecting the people.
Before we start getting carried away with nominating Keith and all that, let's talk to him
To
and see
Keith?
what he wants. Yes.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, he might not. He might say no. I don't want to. I don't want to be stationary. I don't want to be here. I don't want that responsibility. Who knows? So yes,
Plus,
of course we'll talk to him. But you
plus,
brought up an interesting point earlier about the dragons, and I would really like to figure out where they are.
Kyrish, roll that sense motive check.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. Hold on a second, damn it. Wait, no.
13.
Roll bad. It's the only time I'm ever going to say it. Roll bad. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on a second. I have that thing.
What thing?
1 free reroll on any roll I choose. Does that mean I can make him reroll a good roll?
It is a free reroll. I did not specify it had to be used on you only, so
Oh, that's dirty.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's dirty.
Been waiting a long time for this fucking roll.
oh my god. You sneaky bitch.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, Bert has
Uh,
used his free reroll.
Alright.
Wait, what'd you roll, Bert?
A 15.
Oh. Rhea, have you been paying attention to all of this?
he has, yes. While keeping an eye on the body.
I'm gonna be dirty too. Rhea, roll me a listen. Oh my god. Rhea, roll me a sense motive.
Oh, you fucker. I gotta fib them both. Okay.
Yeah, no, I got a 6. I rolled a 4
Yes,
on the
my
dice and ignored the
God
mistake.
damn it. Roll one for Lux.
12.
Okay. Lux kinda gives Bert a weird look. Darling looks at Bert. And Kyrish, you can see Rhea because you're not looking at Bert. But Kyrish, you see Darling give a disgruntled look. Darling just gives you side eye and floofs a little bit.
Ah, damn animals. They always know more than. They always are more perceptive than humans.
She got a 16.
Huh?
Or he. God damn it, I swapped everybody's familiars genders. God damn.
They're all gender fluid. It doesn't matter.
So, Kyrish, you do see Darling give Bert side eye.
He's just gonna squint at Bert.
All right, fine. Bert feels this tug in his freaking heart about being dishonest to his friends that he cares about. Maybe he's not as evil inside as he thinks. He's still conflicted about the whole leadership thing being thrown in our lap to begin with. But then to mention our comrades and friends that are so valuable to us that we couldn't bother. There's no leaving them here. He thinks about it for a minute, and he weighs it, and he just says, well, I suppose we should go talk to Keith about how he feels about this, and maybe see if he has any idea about what's going on with the dragons and where they're at.
This Keith probably should know Dremel.
Yeah, we need to let Keith know about it.
Yeah, I think that's best.
And as far as Sage goes, where
Sage
the hell is
is-
she?
She's resting in her room right now. She stayed up quite late last night, so by the time I got back here, she'd already conked out.
So she's
So-
safe in bed. Okay. Yeah, let's go find Keith.
I'm assuming you're stopping here, darling?
Darling looks back, looks to you guys, and he'll flutter up upon your shoulder.
Alright. I guess this works as well. If anything happens, Sage, you'll feel it through the connection.
He nods.
Alright, let's go find him.
You exit the house, and is there a general direction that you go?
Was there anywhere that you were seen last that we know of?
The last time you all saw Keith was in the infirmary.
Well, to the infirmary we go. Dun, 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 back to the hospital.
You head over, and the bodies laid before are gone. The pile of ashen skeletons are gone. And you approach the building, and you hear a slight rumble behind you.
Well, there you guys are. You're quite hard to track down.
Surprisingly, so are you.
He looks hella guilty.
What have you been up to?
I went and got a few things from my prison.
A few things, meaning
Prison?
His head kind of... He tries to make himself as small as possible, and he can only get his front legs, his head and his neck in from the entrance. And in his one claw are 2 bags.
Water in the bags.
He still looks very guilty, and he opens it. Well, opens them. The one bag is filled with gold.
I've taken the liberty to count the gold for you. There's 12,000 gold
Wait, so where'd you get this from?
His look changes from guilty to mournful.
Those brave yet dumb enough to challenge me.
So the same kind of situation as our other dragon friend.
Oh.
That could go a long ways towards helping the people of this very
Yes.
community.
That gold should be given to these people. How big is the bag?
Bigger than
The
you can carry?
the bag he opened is very large, and after he dumps the gold out, he's still dumping it.
Oh shit, that might be a bag of holding.
I'm no blacksmith, obviously, but from my younger days, I've found a few of these still intact and in good condition. I figured maybe someone could make some armor for that winged woman.
You're bringing a gift for Amora?
Well, better at least not have not. And honestly, she seems to put herself in danger constantly, so having to hide thick as dragons might benefit her. And judging from what her armor looked like before, even I know that's irreparable.
That's actually quite kind of you.
Very generous.
There are 15 blue scales. They are the size of a lung.
That is a very odd size
That
comparison.
is.
but-
That was a very, yeah. When you said lung, it was accurate. I totally could picture it. But
Yeah.
There are these blue scales to the size of a lung.
now
There's
is
also
that, wait a
15
minute.
lungs
Now
the
there's
size of
two
a blue scale.
lungs.
Fine,
Okay,
a
so is
human lung. How
Okay.
about that?
now, is it both sides of the lung like the chest plate? Or is it just one side? So it'd be a half plate.
Just one independent lung.
Okay, so left side,
This
right
fucking
side would make the
conversation.
chest. Okay.
Well, those are oddly shaped like lungs. Anyways.
Yes. That's awesome.
That's a very kind gift.
I wonder if we could have it made into armor for Amora.
Before we get into this further, do you know where Eastrel's at?
I haven't seen her today. Last I checked, very early this morning, she was sleeping. She's not awake by now?
Right. That worries me. Another thing. This gold right here. Yes. That came from the people that you've also. Well. That goes to the city. Right?
I think I can do that. Well, if I could drink, I would definitely do that. So if you could deliver it in my name, then we can do that.
I think we can actually do one better for you. See, we're to see about the new leader here. We can make it a gift to the new leader.
That almost sounds like bribery.
I don't see how that's
No,
bribery,
no, not
as we're
bribery.
the one deciding who actually becomes leader.
Oh. Okay.
That's a gift to get them started.
Yeah, we could. This could absolutely work.
I mean, any objections? Anybody?
No.
No.
In fact, I find it to be a great idea to put the gold in the coffers of the people of this great community here.
Fantastic.
He shakes the bag more. Nothing falls out, and he shakes it viciously. He kind of grunts.
Now, I know I had collected a few more things. It was a battle axe and a sword. Where did it go? Maybe I put it in the other bag?
And he opens the other bag, and in it is more gold.
Now, this didn't come from my lair, but near the place where that creepy guy, the one that Finley was stabbing, there was still some things he left behind. So I figured I'd grab that and see what you guys could do with it.
Are you our own personal loot goblin or something? Like, what's going on here? What's the catch?
Look, I saw something shiny, and it was very odd to see something shiny amongst tarn. So I went to investigate.
Kyrish. Quit looking a gift horse in the mouth.
I'm going to look a gift dragon in the mouth because God knows where he's actually got these items from.
Your fate has already allowed it to be laid in front of you, and there's no harm to come of it. And why you continue to want to know more?
No harm can come of it.
Oh, no. What I said was no harm has come from the stuff being laid at your feet. If you can use it to do good, then wouldn't it offset the bad that might have come from its origin?
Yes. A lot of bad could have happened to whoever this came from.
But the good that you will do forward with it will offset
That
it,
does
correct?
not write this.
To
That's not how
enforce
this works.
to enforce
Eric,
Bert's positive attitude, Darling will fly off of Rhea's shoulder and just dive into the small pile of gold and caw happily as he hops around, throwing the coins back and forth.
how much gold could go a long ways to help the people of our new rebuildings of the community. There was a lot lost here.
Darling
like-
kind of starts counting, and as he counts, the Zundis upends the bag, and a small wooden spear comes cluttering out. It's the same size as Korric's, and you recognize this as Korric's, except the only difference is this spear has lightning marks that have been wood burned into the shaft of the spear.
You said this looks like something that was Korric?
Yes.
Like a toothpick. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. Instead of fire decals, it's lightning decals.
Gotcha. What about that sword and battle axe that fell out?
I'm still looking for it. Give me a minute.
And he continues to shake the bag, and the next thing falls out is Bert.
Bert. Damn, I fell out.
Bert, you feel very excited because it is your beloved dwarven hammer, gifted to you upon the clerics before you set off on your adventures of Ardnog. Your beloved Rat Smasher.
Oh my goodness. The Rat Smasher. I remember that. It's now gonna be like the Undead Smasher, I think, because it's gotta have a cool name. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Skullbreaker or
You
Does
pick it up.
Kyrish hear him saying this name?
Do you say this out loud?
yeah, I might be like just under the surprise of its return to me. It's Rat
Then
Squisher. Or,
yes.
yeah.
Name that rat smasher.
Well, it was Smasher or Squisher, and I thought Smasher sounded more, violent. Squisher. Squisher's kind of soft. Squish soft things. I don't know. Yes, Rat Smasher. Thinking maybe Skull Crusher, but that would go for all things. And right now, I've only killed rats with this thing.
You clerics are always so violent.
All in the name of the good.
Lux whispers into your ear, Kyrish. You realize that most of the clerics here are short. I think we have to watch out for the little ones. Well, the very, very little ones.
They'll likely take us out at the ankles.
Oh, I know.
Can Bert hear this?
Nope.
All you hear is hisses.
Okay, so you guys are talking parcel talk.
Yep.
Fuck you.
He shakes the bag heavily, and what comes clashing out is a set of armor. I need the three of you to roll intelligence checks.
Aww. Oh, my favorite.
Natural 20.
Not that lucky. 7.
8.
Rhea, you see this armor clatter to the ground, and you remember seeing this set of armor about 2.5 months ago when you first entered the sewers. This armor was upon the ghost of the mercenary that was killed.
She's just going to walk up to it and just pick it up. This is her armor. The ghost. The ghost in the sewer.
Oh.
Her spirit was wearing this armor.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
What size armor is it?
You notice that it's has its weight, but it still feels light in your hands. It's made out of metal. It's of steel, but the accents are colored with green, blue, red, purple, and yellow. And you remember her saying, find a way to use it, and if you can't, bury it with what remains of my body. Do you try to put it on, Rhea?
You should put it on for now, yeah.
I was gonna say, that's a
I mean,
fair trade.
it takes my AC up to 19.
Yeah.
You put your armor on. You put the armor on, and it fits you like a glove.
Looks good.
Not exactly my colors, but can't complain.
Oh, it makes your eyes pop.
Plus,
I think color's the least of your worries. At least protects you more.
plus it is what you wanted. Someone to find use for the armor, and if not, bury it.
Yeah.
Besides, they can always be recolored.
There's
Out of
dice.
curiosity, do I feel anything special with this armor once it's on?
Nope.
Okay.
Zundis shakes the bag.
Someone managed to steal that battle axe and that sword.
Rhea, the battle axe. Would you have kept it on your person or would it be at the house?
She just looks like, oh yeah, since I tried earlier and you were obsessed with the rat situation, here, she'll hand over the battle axe.
Hey, that's the battle axe I had. Why do you have it?
Wait, what? This is my axe. I've had this thing for ages.
He looks confused.
But my old man gave it to me and told me to protect it.
You were given an axe to protect?
He said it belonged to a very dangerous person, and I would know them when I see them, and if they tried to claim it, that I needed to get rid of them.
Who told you this?
He gives you a look.
Turkey feathers.
Oh. Right.
Zundis looks around.
Well, there is still something in this bag. It's kind of small, so that's why I didn't feel it. This might fit you or that, wolf riding pillow.
And Bert, he holds out a small, well, to him, it's small. You see in his hand a chain shirt.
Oh, this
And-
one has 5 fire resistance. I forgot about that.
You see your old chain shirt with, it's a normal chain shirt, but some of the links, there is a pattern of lightning bolts going down the sides. 2 are coming down the sides, another 2 are going diagonal, starting from your shoulders and meeting at the hem of the shirt. This is your old chain shirt.
Where did...
Like I said, he dropped a whole bunch of stuff off and told me to protect it. And to get rid of anybody that tried to take it. Which is how I got a lot of the gold. Have you guys seen a zombie lately?
No, we're kind of looking for all of your kin right now.
We have a nest a few miles out, so that way we don't disturb the people here and whatnot. Sully was just super moody when I came back.
Moody? But she's always just wanted to play with things. Why is she moody about it?
I don't know.
Alright.
I came back and greeted her, and she just seemed offended by my existence. I asked her what was wrong, and just said that I was a hypocrite for leaving the safety of the nest.
Okay. Is everyone losing their damn minds today?
Seems to be one of those days.
Granted, I told her to stay in the nest, for she is young. But I know how she gets with new things. She gets very excited. And
Yes, and we know how you get with shiny things.
okay, when you see something shining in the pile of dust and rubble, what are you going to do?
Well, depends if I think it's a trap, because they tend to put shiny things in traps often when they want to catch something curious like us.
Darling stops hopping around the gold and looks terrified.
This? That means you do, darling.
Yes, it does.
He grabs 3 coins, 2 in his talons and 1 in his beak, and he flies up to Rhea's shoulder, and he puts the 3 coins in his little bird pouch.
We pull Kyrish aside and say, hey, if we could get a couple molds, smelting molds or smelting, I don't know, some way to form this gold into liquid and then pour it back into blocks, other than having it all out for a coin like this. As long as you have dragons, you could have it melted out whenever you wanted. Sure, there's foundries, but to have your own private dragon just go.
Is he actually saying this?
Yeah, 2 cars. Like,
Okay.
it would make it easier for transport. Is all I'm saying.
Easier
Otherwise you're gonna have.
But you realize he holds up his bag. This small little
It's a
pouch.
bag of holding. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Okay, I do. But damn it, man, it's gonna take a lot to put all that shit back in those bags.
And Ishtar, before she went to sleep, she mentioned about how we need to see somebody about certain stones or something. She was half asleep muttering about stones.
Summoning stones. We were gonna have them made for each of us, so we could pull ourselves back from if we ever got kidnapped.
I mean, sure, but I don't really have.
They were really expensive, remember?
Yes, I very much do remember.
Kyrish, you still have the stones in the instructions that Amora gave you.
If you don't need anything else, I'm gonna go back to the nest.
I do have something else, but it's gonna have to wait for Eastrel, so would you just pass on the message that Gondra needs to see Eastrel as soon as
We very, very much need to see her. Can you actually just take us to the nest?
Yeah, that would be even better. I'm down to ride a dragon again, or ride on a dragon again.
I don't know if that's possible. Our nest is under the sands.
Oh,
Can you take us there and get Easter? This is very important, and I think you'll all want to be there.
Okay, I can do that.
And he's going to recede up to the surface. And as he does, orange steps start going up to the surface.
Is there like a guard or something nearby?
Nope. For once, the area is quiet and empty.
God's sake, when you actually fucking need some.
the police are never around when you need them.
Rhea, we need to leave a message. He's telling people where we're going.
I could stay behind
Right.
if you'd like, and then I could inform the council, find Keith, talk to him a little bit about what the council is asking for his leadership, see if he's interested, and if not, then maybe communicate back with
The three
I
of
don't know
you,
if the council knows that what's going on with us. So maybe just give them a heads up that we're trying to help out in the way of finding new leadership.
the three of you need to roll me listen checks.
Oh,
Uh,
what if I don't wanna?
yeah, that's no fun.
I don't wanna listen.
Then you forgo the roll.
No, I like rolls. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hey, I'm not a very good listener. I rolled a 6.
Good lord, what's 18 plus 8?
26.
26?
Okay, there we go.
25.
Bert, you're too focused on getting to ride a dragon, but Rhea and Kyrish, you can hear faint yelling coming from behind you.
I swear.
One thing after another.
You hear it too then.
Yeah.
Fantastic!
What? What is your problem?
I'll be right back. And Kyrish is going to start heading back.
You turn around and you see Keith and Riku standing outside of the building. And you can see that they're both not only just yelling, but their hands are in an agitated manner. Keith throwing his hands up and Riku having her hands down, like she's trying to get to explain, almost like in a begging manner.
What's happening there?
What? Do I see him take off towards them by seeing them?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Well, then I will go down that way because there's Keith. Keith's the person I need to talk to. I don't need everybody else here to talk to him. I just need, yeah, anyways. So I'm going to take off towards Keith.
Rhea, what do you do?
Well,
The closer you get, you can start to hear the argument. Look, I only know as much as you do.
Well, maybe instead of beating up everyone's asses and taking control of the infirmary, maybe you should actually inspect.
There's only me and 3 others. What else do you want?
Rally the other people? There's more than just Koatoans that can be clerics.
But
What
I
is the
don't know
problem?
any.
I'll yell right in the middle of them. What's the problem?
Someone doesn't know priorities.
And someone doesn't understand responsibility.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What are you guys talking about?
She turns, and there's hurt written all over her face. Mara told us about the situation that's at the house.
body
Okay,
situation, I'm assuming.
Yes.
the body of the princess is there?
They both nod.
Okay. Well, that was supposed to be. I
I
don't even know how to explain this, but it
I
was supposed
wrapped
to be Grimir's body.
I wrapped his body myself. I carried him from Tarn all the way here.
We're not doubting that.
I'm not doing that at
Keith,
all.
good to see you, by the way.
It is good to see you, Keith. And I don't want you guys to fight anymore. Like, look, yes, she's there. She needs to be taken care of, and I get that, but there's other things that are going on right now that need to be taken care of, and not saying they're more important. There's just other important things that are time sensitive that need to be taken care of right this second.
That's what I tried to tell Keith. Like, I get it, he's your best friend. But the fact that you're keeping a dead body in a house that hasn't been treated or prepared for burial is just unsafe, unhealthy.
Camille's body's gone.
Well, maybe if you had actually taken the time to consider that instead of treating everybody here and just using magic to fix everything.
Well, magic can't
Keith.
fix everything.
Enough, you two!
Guys, stop. Keith,
By the gods.
the dead are dead. The living are living. Those that are laying up in the infirmary have a chance of living. Those take priority. Saving and doing the best for the living is what we can do. Giving grace to the dead is all that we can do. So, please quit arguing over this and let's get to the bottom of finding where Gramille's body is and the dragons, the leadership here. It's all so important right now. But
Look, let's just expedite this. Keith, you come with us. Riku, take care of the damn corpse in our house, please.
you guys take Riku and go on the dragons and go take care of the stuff. Me and Keith can stay here. We can take care of the body. I'll help him bring it in. I'm a cleric. We'll take care of his last rites and his passing forward.
You're
You guys
going to
just
pass up a ride when we do this?
We don't even have
I'm
the
sorry,
right
it's-
body to give grace to. We have some treacherous whatever she is.
We have a princess who deserves the respect of being honored through death, no matter who they are.
His eyes narrow dangerously, and he lets out a small hiss.
A princess that killed my best friend.
She didn't kill him.
You know
That's what I'm
damn
trying
well
to
who did.
explain. That's not who killed. Can we just go, please, and you help me with this? This wasn't the person that killed Camille. It wasn't. I'll explain it all on our way. I just need your help right now while these guys take this dragon and go take care of the other things that need to be taken care of.
He scoffs.
Well, we're gonna need either Kyrish or Sage to open up the damn door anyway.
Not necessarily. Other people have mentioned that they can open up this door now. Ishtar has access. Apparently you have access.
I don't have access. I have to knock to be let in, but I can see if I can find Ishtar.
He
can
starts
find
muttering under his breath. Does
I want to move to comfort him in a way of brotherly comfort. Like, I want him to know that I care and that I understand his frustration in all of this and his grief for his best friend. So I want to do the whole counseling part of the clericism with Keith as we walk away.
as you do, Riku looks to the two of you. Keith, I'm...
Go tend to everyone else except our friends. That's what you get at, right?
Keith.
And
don't
he's
be
gonna
drunk.
go... He's gonna go inside the complex. And
I'm sorry,
Riku
Riku.
just looks down at the ground.
Sorry, Riku. He's wrecked with grief right now. He doesn't mean that. He's not angry with you. He's hurt.
Tensions
turn to
just
follow him
high
in.
right now.
And I'll turn and follow him in.
Look, Rhea, you can stay here if you want, but I've got to give them their own.
Probably better if I go. Well, do you want to do this by yourself, given the situation, or would it be better I go with you for safety in numbers kind of thing?
Kyrish just looks down and smiles. I don't fear them.
Not the dragons,
Whatever
but
happens,
it would be beyond the bubble.
he just gives her a quizzical look. You're worried about me being with 4 dragons against
worried.
whatever's out there.
I'm worried about the portal opening up right underneath you without any warning.
And what are you going to do about that?
Same thing I did when Sage almost got pulled into one.
I think I'll be fine.
I got told about the war room by Ishtok before. I should probably go check that out. I don't think any of us have done so yet.
Okay. Kyrish, you start walking off towards the entrance, and the orange steps appear again for you to climb up. Bert, you lead Keith to the private rooms, which is on the right side when you first enter the doors. And on the side of the doors, there's either a red card or a green card. You notice people coming in and out of red carded doors, but the green doors don't have anything.
No activity at the green doors.
It's to indicate if there's someone in a room or not.
Okay, so we can go on the green doors, and then it'll turn red, because we'll be in there.
So, Keith picks a green door. He picks up the green card, and behind it is a red one. And he enters the room and shuts the door behind the two of you. Rhea, you go up, and all is quiet in the infirmary. Mr. Flibble sees you passing by. What are you up to?
Checking out the war room. Ishtok mentioned it when we first got here. I don't think anyone's really visited it yet.
Ooh.
You want to come with? Are you still looking out just in case anyone tries to get into Mara's chambers?
Let me see. And you hear a door open, and you hear the faint mutterings. And you hear, like, small bouts of shouting in there. He shuts the door. Hey, Don, you mind changing places for me? Sure, why not, little man? Just don't go in there. That's the only rule. Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to eat you for lunch tomorrow. Got it? Right, alright, don't open the door. Okay. Have fun, little man. And Mr. Flibble will make uppy motions with his flippers.
We will pick him up. Right, you get one shoulder. Darling's got the other.
Just this once, darling. Just this once. And Darling is going to caw at him. And he makes a very angry penguin squeak. Go up the stairs, and this room is lined with books. Very similar to the Baroque library, but in the middle is a very large circular table that depicts the map of Ardnog. And upon the table, there's sheets of paper floating about. There's no one here, actually. But you see that you see in Liba that there's a black... In Liba, Tarn, Mir, Misa, and Fiend, there are black X's. there's a large skull on the northeastern side of the map. There's a white cross where Gula is. And there's no tokens on Ilia.
Weird that this place is empty. You would have expected someone to be here at least.
Maybe they're taking a break.
Maybe they're dealing with the fallout of all of that, what just happened.
Yeah.
Should just be inspecting the map, look to the books. It definitely feels more like a Sage or a Kyrish kind of place. It's weird though. The black axis, I'm assuming that's where they've either been destroyed or his influence is. Or maybe that's what the skull is. The white cross is clear or under good control, in another way to put it. No more Cornelia. As if no one's been there.
Well, you know aliens. They don't really go out
Secretly,
much. Yeah.
perhaps more reason why we go there at some point. Just to make sure that everything's fine.
Hopefully.
These little papers that are getting like passed around on the table itself. Can we tell what they're supposed to be like representing, or?
You can't read the writing, but thankfully the number system is the same. And you see lots of numbers, and some of them have been scratched off, some of them have been changed. Some increase, some decrease, some stay the same.
Maybe forces passing armies, or not sure.
Hmm. You know, that'd be really helpful if Kyrish was here. Be able
Yeah,
to
but
read this.
he had to go resolve some inner demons, I guess, and well, not really demons, more something that's just been eating him up inside.
Hmm.
A
Oh.
fucking situation caused by his party.
Oh.
Which is weird. I'm pretty sure he did it once already.
Who knows? I have a question. The elves, when they meditate, have you ever had, like, do you ever yell or scream when you meditate, like, during your meditation?
Not really.
Hmm.
I. Oh, the screaming or the yelling would imply visions or dreams. We don't dream when we trance or meditate, we just let our minds go blank.
That lying golden sack of shit.
Well,
Well, he came out this morning, and when he opened the door, I heard him more like screaming and thrashing about, and he said that's how she rested. I thought it was just because winged elves were different from, well, alien elves. Grounded
not
elves?
really. I've not really met a winged elf aside from Amora, so it's hard to tell. Plus, her rest may have been different from mine given the recovery.
True. Also, while I was still in your head, don't really remember her ever sleeping. Well, meditating, whatever.
I mean, a lot of when we were traveling, I was still a centaur who did sleep.
Ah, yeah. Lying piece of gold. I'm going to eat his roots. He's gonna hop off onto the table and start waddling around. I mean, we could always take some of these papers and, like, give them to somebody that can translate this for us.
I assume Keith would be able to, was it not for the fact that he's having a bit of a situation at the moment?
Yeah, I heard. Man, you should have been here earlier. There was almost a near fist fight.
Let's bring up the point of how.
Mm-hmm.
How was the body switched, given evil isn't allowed in you? Speaking of which as well, you managed to get in as well. Now, you used to not be able to get in.
Oh, God, I am turning soft. Ah! He belly flops on the table and starts banging his flippers on the table.
Maybe. Well, this is the thing I was thinking when it came to it. Maybe it doesn't let evil in, we know that much, but doesn't say anything about neutral parties. Although even then, how they get into the building is another thing altogether.
I don't know. That's some mage stuff you gotta talk to. Maybe talk to one of the mages here. Maybe one of them set up the bubble?
Possibly. Although, yet again, you know me, I'm not really the magic person. I wouldn't know the best for that.
Yeah.
She will take some of the paper stuff just to take back with her. Hopefully, this isn't going to interrupt anything on the map.
Yeah, as long as we put it back, it should be okay.
I do have to ask you something, though. What are your thoughts on this whole situation with Annie and Sage? Because I know how close you were with Annie.
Honestly, I was surprised she even talked to me through you. I thought maybe she was just chastising you at first.
But given now that I've made my decision, chosen Sage,
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out why she didn't come with us, well, come with you, in the first, let alone the first place. And then again, the second time. It doesn't make sense.
I always thought it was because she had to look over Ilya, but there's
Yeah,
still plenty of capable hands there.
exactly. She's not the. It'd be different if she was the only warrior there, but she's not.
Kind of questions for when I get there, I suppose.
She better not give you shit. Because I think me, and probably Bert, are gonna give her an earful.
Why would she give me shit? I mean, actually, I could think of several reasons.
Exactly.
I was gonna say Rhea. Rhea's not that dumb. Rhea understands.
Yeah, no. We got your back. And the people that have your back are the ones that matter.
Just as the case of, as you said, you know how secretive the elves are there. So for someone like me to have decided to choose to have chosen a human over an elf,
I mean, honestly, Rhea, it's about the personality, not the race. And besides, he's gonna waddle over to you, and he's going to clasp your left hand in between his flippers, and he's going to poke your ring finger. I don't see a ring. engagement or wedding. So that's on her.
Yeah, never got that far with that, but it's
Still her loss.
just the thought of she could spend her full life with me. I can't spend my full life with her. But not as things are at the moment. Let's face it, this is Sage we're talking about. So I want to put it past it trying to figure out a way to become immortal at some point.
Yeah. And hopefully not in a self-destructive way, but more, a healthier way.
Once we've got doubts with turkey feathers, I'm assuming that it will help alleviate a lot of this.
Yes.
Anyway, we should think we've given Bert enough time to try and talk things over with Keith. Should we head back now, or should we check in on Amora first?
I want to make sure she's okay.
Right. You know where the building is to find us afterwards, yes?
Yeah.
I'll see you back there.
Wait, I'm not coming with you?
Oh, I thought you were going to check on her alone.
Oh, I thought you were coming to check with me.
Okay, we'll go check together.
Yes. Go down. Dawn shuffles over and opens the door for you. And the room's a mess. You remember there being a chair that is knocked on its side toward the window. The little table that had a couple of instruments on it is knocked over with the things scattered on the floor. The bed is turned over again. And the desk that is on the other corner of the room is also flipped.
It's like someone had a fight in here.
You see Amora in the corner of the room, covered in bruises, fresh bruises, and she's cowering in a corner.
Who's scouring in the corner, sorry?
Amora is cowering in the corner.
Mora, are you okay there?
Her head shoots in your direction. You see that her eyes are still closed. And she starts shaking uncontrollably. And her voice is raspy, like someone that's been yelling for a couple of hours. Stay away. Stay. Stop.
Mora,
I'll
it's me,
never
Rhea.
give in. Holy shit. What the hell's wrong with her?
Don't know. She's just going to slowly approach.
The closer you get, the more she, tries to shrink in on herself.
Mora, it's Rhea.
She doesn't respond to the voice, and Mr. Flibble slides down and lands at your feet. Jeez, girlie. Calm the hell down. It's fine.
Like, can't see us. I mean, she's got her eyes closed, so that makes sense why she can't see us, but it's like she can't hear us either.
He cocks his head to the side. I don't know.
Something's not right.
I mean, she would mutter, but I could never make out the words. So this is new.
I'm gonna try something. It's probably gonna be foolish, but I'm gonna try something.
I'm not getting in the middle of this, and he's actually gonna go behind you. And Darling actually
Yes.
flutters to the floor behind Mr. Flibble.
It's good to know that you both got my back. Literally here, I guess, in this case. She's going to approach slowly. And then when she gets close enough, she's just going to try putting her hands on her shoulders. Just while still uttering out, "It's me. Rhea
You
Remora. You're safe."
You say this and you touch her, and an ear-splitting shriek greets you. And she goes to punch you, and it... You can tell it's aimed for the face, but it's aimed for your face, but it's way too far guided to the left. I won't say anything. I'm not going to say anything. You'll get nothing from me. Nothing.
Open your eyes, Amora.
Maybe she can't.
Can I do some kind of check to see if there is like something just keeping her eyes closed, or if it is just her keeping her eyes closed herself, like trauma?
We'll do spot check.
Unnatural 20.
There's nothing holding her eyes shut.
I'm most likely going to regret this, but just go try doing the thing of just like prying the eyelids open with her fingers.
Amora reacts violently. Her wings start twitching, her legs start kicking back, but she's up against a wall. She can't move anymore. And when she goes to grab, her hands don't go where your arm is, but almost in front of her and in front of her throat. And she starts making gagging noises like she's being choked. When you open her eyes are darting everywhere, and that her pupils are constantly changing from enlarged to dilated.
Looks like she's definitely not here mentally. I had a vision of her. Who is it that's outside the door at the moment that was keeping an eye on the room?
It is dawn this time, since Mr. Flibble is with you.
Dawn, are you any good at magic or detecting it?
Oh, hold on. All the rooms are soundproofed, so you can only hear it when the door's opened. Mr. Flibble waddles over to the door. Hey, Dawn, we need your help. Rhea needs magic thingy stuff. He pokes his head through the door, sees the sight and kind of like reels back in surprise, shuts the door. So, what kind of magic do you need?
Need to see if... Basically, it looks like she's seen something that's not here, or she's somewhere else mentally, whereas her body's still here. I need to see if she's under like some kind of illusion spell, or some kind of spell that's allowing someone to communicate with her.
He snaps his fingers and clover green magic wafts over. I'm just getting this weird magical aura from her, but nothing negative.
Kind of aura.
I don't know, something powerful? I can't really tell. It's kind of hidden away deep. I'm afraid to do much else without Riku, because, I do not want that little frog to be angry at me.
That's fair.
Have you tried waking her up?
Just about to try and do that now.
Alright, you have
So,
fun with that. I'm gonna go back outside. And he's gonna quickly leave the room.
Rico and Kyrish are going to kill me for this, but she's going to take off her gauntlet first just to make sure that she doesn't slap with a fully ironed hand, but she's going to try and slap her to try and get her awake.
Mr. Flibble and Darling see you raise your hand and they both hug each other. You slap her and the gagging stops and she screams like she's
Oh,
being stabbed.
I hope I didn't do that too hard. Does she seem to come to, or is she still...
A small tear runs down her face. The only thing you're gonna get out of me is the blood from my body.
still asleep?
Why not try covering her face and her, covering her nose and her mouth?
I don't know why I didn't try that in the first place. She'll try covering. You know, like the pinch of the nose kind of thing.
You start this and her struggles are stronger, but she dies down and then a few seconds pass, her eyes shoot open and she is slapping, actually probably slapping your forearms and your hands.
Okay. She'll let go.
She looks around, she's very out of breath.
Welcome to the waking world, I guess.
She looks around, her eyes are full of panic and fear. She looks at Rhea. What the hell? And before you can respond, we're switching scenes. Bert, Keith leads you into a private room. And he sits at a chair. He crosses his arm and one of his legs and looks very pissed off.
Keith, I think I have a way for us to avenge Kumail. But I really, really need your help with something.
He grimaces and raises an eyebrow.
You know, they lost so many with the attack here. Not just Kumail, but so many more. They've lost their leaders. Their town is in, well, bad shape.
Oh, I'm well aware of this.
And yet, Gondra in itself has been asked to advise the council on who we think would be the best replacement leadership here. And as Gondra, we are completely honored that they'd bestow even considering our opinions for their own leadership around here. But we also are in a position where we have to act, and we have to act on many fronts. And one of those fronts is this community. And we discussed it, and we just recently came into like a whole bunch of money, gold that we want to return to the people of this community. And we want to have an agent of
that lives up to our own expectations and has the same integrity that would be needed to take care of this amount of money and this position of leadership. And as a group, we discussed it, and we think that you've earned the place of our trust and respect, and you've been a loyal companion to us this whole time. And so, with Gramil passing and it happening like it did, I think that, well, we think that if you were to take the position of leadership here, you being soldier, you would understand how to rally the armies here and put the city back together and use the gold that we've found to give back to the people here. You would find the best way to rebuild, to be able to protect your community here without the thought of greed or misuse of the funds. And we know that you probably be able to do something with that towards getting the army back in shape or raising an army. And we just think that it would be best if you represented Gondra here and took over the leadership of this community. And so we were going to take that to the council if you were willing to take the position.
His brows furrow deeper and deeper as you talk.
Even if I wanted it, they wouldn't accept me. First, on the basis, I'm not even originally from Gula. I'm from a swamp in Brolk. Secondly, when I did come to Gula, I abandoned my post as part of the Royal Guard. Thirdly, I can't rule without my best friend. I trust no one else to be the royal advisor other than Gramil. So that she can miraculously bring him back to life?
What about Amora?
I don't know. Wait, as Amora as leader?
As an advisor in general to your armies.
I mean, she could be captain of the Royal Guard, have Ishtok be commander of the armies, but she has a higher code and ethics than I do. I was raised in the streets. I stole to survive. Yes, I do keep the benefit of the less fortunate in the forefront, but it's not as honorable as Amora is.
Now, nobody said that you had to do everything that your advisor told you. An advisor is merely a tool of conscience and some advice here and there when it comes to delicate matters that might need a softer touch than what you're used to dealing out.
Softer touch. Amora? Huh, that's rich.
Sorry, it's maybe not softer, but a second set of eyes that see it from a different point of view. Either way, I think you would make an absolutely great leader, and we all believe that the council looks to us to bring somebody to the table, so to speak, at the head of the table to lead. And of the people that we could think of, I think that you, once the council listens to the way that we
introduce you to the option, I think they might have a change of heart.
I don't think so. These
You would
old
come with the
lizards.
you would come with the full blessing of Gondra and a very, very large donation of money towards the rebuilding of their city. I think they might see things our way.
Just because I come with a large sack of gold to bribe them to get me to being king doesn't mean they won't
No,
ignore
no,
the
no,
rules.
not bribing. We're not bribing anybody. We're just giving the money back to the people and making them feel safe and secure again. Providing them security is essentially they want to be safe while they live their lives, correct?
Then just give them the money yourselves.
It will come and the money's going to go back to them regardless. I was just hoping that you would accept our nomination for leadership. If you're not interested, I completely and totally understand.
I don't want it. I know how the old heads think. The person I would have as my advisor is gone. And I'm not meant to be stuffed in a building making decisions. I'm meant
Who do
to.
you see that could do it better?
Amora, Kyrish, Sage.
Whoa, 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 and whoa. Those are all people in Gondra and
But you
Amora's never
nominated me and I'm in Gondra, so what's the difference?
It's, there isn't. I didn't nominate you. I was asking you if you would be interested in the position, and since you're not, there's no more. There's no need for further discussion of the matter.
So
It's decided you don't want it, and therefore I won't infringe it or push it on you anymore.
I appreciate
I
that,
was.
but why not the
I
other
really
three?
was. Sage, frankly, doesn't have the mental fortitude to keep from getting possessed by turkey feathers.
Did they say the ruling was going to take immediate effect?
I don't know. I haven't. I haven't been able to talk to the council yet because, to be honest, I didn't know if they would allow you to be the leader or not. But I did want to talk to you about it first, as controlling this whole this whole how do I say? So Sage is out, and Kyrish, I don't know how to say. I don't necessarily believe that he would take it. I don't think he would be interested in it any more than you. I think we're all.
Have you asked him?
I did mention it to him, and he said he wouldn't want it. I was really. I don't know. I mean, we might just. The council might just have to be the new way of rule. The people might just have to accept the leaders or a council.
Well, the council has been running things since the old king died. With everything going on, they haven't had a chance to declare a new ruler. But the fact they're asking you to do it either means they have a long list of candidates or they just don't want to choose one.
I think it's more along lines of, if it came from the outside, then the council wouldn't be deadlocked or gridlocked on it. I would think that. They probably just want a tiebreaker. So if we like, if I'm being honest, the princess dead.
Well, that much is obvious.
So Sage being weak-minded is out of it.
Well, you should figure out when this rolling is going to start happening. Once you figure out when they're going to be inducted, they might say, okay, this is taking effect now or later.
True.
Because
and I
I
will
don't.
find out. I will go find out from the council. I need to speak to them anyways. There's some clerics that I've met in this community that I think could be good candidates. Or they might have better insight into better candidates than we do.
Don't ask
Or
Riku.
more-
She'll pick someone that's not qualified or surprise, half a traitor.
Keith, do you really feel that ill of Riku?
She was more worried.
Or are you just angry that Grimmeel's gone?
She was more worried about healing non-threatening injuries. She's been in this building since we got here, not once. That has been the first time I've actually seen her step out of the building.
Is it because you guys don't have very many healers and that she's constantly trying to help people that have been wounded in the war?
Oh, there's plenty of healers. I don't know where half the Coatellans are. The Golden Clerics can do basic healing. Why she has to bear the brunt of it, I don't know. But not once has she come to the house. Not once has she checked on Amora since Kyrish left this morning. Once Amora was done with her memory rot, is like Riku could care less. It was all about everybody else. So I don't know if she's trying to make a name for herself now that she's pretty much the only Pale Cleric left.
Well, you might talk to her with an understanding ear. You might be surprised what she'll tell you.
But the thing is, if she was that concerned about Grimmeel's body decomposing, she should have taken it off of me as soon as we got here to prepare for burial. And then maybe this body swapping wouldn't have happened in the first place.
So you're telling me you didn't put the body down one time?
The only time I put it down was to wrap him in a blanket. So we didn't have to see his face. And then I went to sleep. I left in the morning. He was there. I came back. He was there. When I came out of the shower and everyone else was gone, his body was gone. And I have been searching for it ever since. So, it's great. Everyone else can say goodbye to their loved ones, but once again, I get shafted with everything else.
He's going to just look away from you outside the window. And we switch scenes. Again, Kyrish, you exit into the warm sun, and Zundis is waiting for you, laying down.
Are you the only one?
Yes, it seems so.
Sure, well, makes this easy.
Makes it easier on you, I suppose.
Yes, and it's gonna be a little bit awkward for you the only way I can protect you from not suffocating.
I see where this is going. I don't need to go into the nest. If we can just go there and you can tell Eastrel that I'm here, and you get what I mean.
Okay.
Do you get on his back?
Yes.
You get on his back, and he doesn't fly. Instead, he slips into the sand, and almost like a snake in water, just swims easily through it. And you hear the rumbling of the sand beneath you. And almost like he's floating, he dips his head under the sands. And you feel something vibrating under you, and that floating sensation stops, like he's almost standing on something. But his wings and his tail just float lazily in the sand. And there's another rumble, and Eastrel's head pops up.
Oh. That was quick. Eastrel, it's actually good to see you.
Likewise, what do I owe the pleasure?
One, checking up on you. Nobody seemed to know how you were doing or anything, so, well, I am. Mostly I'm out here checking on Zundis. Thing I did.
Why? What did you do, brother?
Just some gold he had pilfered while he was under control.
Like the rest of us? You mean like the rest of us?
Yes, but did you gain it from those you killed while you were under the influence of him?
Kyrish, what do you think?
Alright, fair enough. Either way, some of that's going to Gula, which I think is only fair.
Agreed.
If you wish to make any contributions, I will leave that to your conscience. Aside from that,
She kind of looks at you.
I gave you all that I had already.
well, you just said you had. Never mind. Whatever. I'm not asking for that. That's not why I'm here. Where is Isolde?
Down below, driving everybody crazy. Nothing new.
Alright. Probably for the best.
Why?
I'm mostly here for the matter that we started beforehand and never got to finish. And he's going to produce the armor pieces made out of their dead sibling.
Zundis turns his head around, and Eastrel looks at it. They give a sniff, and they frown.
This, quite frankly, work of art is made from the one sibling of yours that my party was forced to kill before they realized that you could be saved. I am sorry, and this is rightfully yours. Along with these, and he's going to produce the wings.
They see the gauntlets, and they frown, and then they see the wings. And Zundis grumbles, and Eastrel snaps at him.
They do smell like Sergean. But, brother, if you put aside your rage for just a moment, you can still smell the stench of death upon them. He's not lying.
At this, Kyrish is actually going to, like, frown for a second. You still doubt my integrity?
I don't. Zundis is quick to be angry. He's easily upset. I don't like it. I'm right here.
Zundis, you have every right. And he's actually going to slide down off the back of Zundis, so that way it isn't as awkward.
He's going to kind of like awkwardly shift, so you're on his wing, and Eastrel breathes on the opposite side of Zundis. A small short burst of flame, for you are nowhere near the road. It is all sinking sand around you. And where Eastrel blew fire, it's now made out of glass. And the sand sparkles underneath.
Thank you. He's actually going to spray a ray of frost on it to cool it down. Because at that point, it would be molten glass.
And freezing it would turn it to shattered glass.
It's still solid enough. It's glass.
You step on the glass, and Zundis pivots himself to face you. Eastrel's head is at your eye level, and Zundis' head is a bit arced. Easily seen that he's irritated.
The armor was a request early on of an armorer. I suppose purely to make use of something of what we had done. The wings I had taken, however, I had kept them, going to have them to a cloak of sorts. Something to wear is my shame of my part to do this.
She looks at the gauntlets. And she looks at the helmet.
I wouldn't wear these as shame. I would. Zundis, if you will not be silent, I will ask you to leave.
Zundis has every right to speak.
His judgment is also clouded.
So is everyone when they've lost someone.
I am upset at the loss of our dear brother, yes. But it is the law of nature. If you attack, expect to be attacked back. It would be different if you had started the fight. He was defending himself. But the way this smells... Yes, he did not have a choice. But... at least... his soul is his own.
it's not right that we keep these children. Surely you must have funeral rites or some such amongst your race, yes?
I would have to ask the elders. We're normally solitary creatures. The only time we make large groups is if we're defending a nest or mating season.
I get it, you're solitary. You must know something about that.
She looks to Zundis, and they both frown.
The only funeral rites we've witnessed, well, there wasn't any. All the dead bodies we've seen, well, they never really died. They never knew what to do.
You don't remember anything from before? You hatched straight into this.
I just remember myself and 4 siblings. We hatched in the castle.
No.
When we hatched, the first thing we saw was it looks like he looked like your red-headed fellow friend, the one with the wolf. I remember
You had mentioned and even sought to seek out others from another land. How did you know about them?
a larger black dragon, a shiny dragon. He was the one that I killed when the battle for Gula happened, if you remember. He would come visit a lot. He would mention about other nests, other eggs. Sometimes he'd bring back a few handfuls, other times he'd just bring one. Eggs. But that's how I knew. I remembered. I figured if they're out there, I had to search somewhere. They had
But
to
you
be.
knew exactly where to look by the sounds of it. That's quite a memory.
She is the smartest one of our clutch.
Seems so. Impressive. Well, if you wish, there's going to be funerary rites, I believe, done this evening for some of the Ghulans. If you wish to attend and perhaps get an idea of what you might want to do for your fallen brother.
They look at each other, and they rest their heads up against each other and look back to you.
They can do that. The gauntlets in the helm, though. I'm sure they fit somebody of Gondra.
Eastchel, that's not right. That is so wrong on so many levels.
Wouldn't it be sweet justice if the one wearing that armor is the one that caused all of this to begin with? Basically, your past has come to kill you.
I'm not not the one who caused all of this, Eastrel. Neither are you, neither is Zundis. You know damn well who caused this.
Oh, we know. I just think it would be a bit ironic. The creature you hatched designed to raise and murder is now come back to do the same to you.
I suppose that's one way to think about it. I'll see what the others think. Perhaps we can part them out, Tev. Each member. Again, I am sorry.
The past is in the past.
Indeed it is.
And we learn from our past.
Not all of us. We've experienced that back firsthand.
Think of it this way. The past can be an echo in the back of your mind to help guide you to the future.
That's something I've been attempting to listen to for a very long time. I don't know if I quite hear that yet.
In time you will.
And there's another rumble under the sands. And Isolde's head pops up.
There's something going on. There's some rumblies in the sand that I don't recognize. And it doesn't smell like food.
Rumbling.
Mm-hmm. Something stirring in the sands.
I thought that was all you.
Mostly, but this is a smaller rumble. Eastrel
Where
has
from?
been towards that way.
And she moves her head towards the south.
Is this south of the city as well, or?
Yes, the south of the city. Isolde furrows her brows.
That's near the burial grounds. It's not possible, though. I do check there time and again, but there's nothing there. The bodies are just ashen. There's nothing left. What's it feel like?
Small. It's too small vibrations.
Kyrish, do you want to go check this out?
Yes, we probably should before we head back.
She lowers her head to where the flat of her skull is close by your feet, so you can get on.
Thank you, Eastrel. And Zundis, thank you, and truly, again, I am sorry. Whatever ire you have in store, it's more than deserving.
We'll get over properly warm. I do have a temper. I won't lie. But let's go see what this is.
Once you get on the three siblings and you swim through the sands, and about 3 minutes worth of travel, you start to see the forest line where it comes to meet up to the sands. Isolde whispers,
It's somewhere around here. It's where I felt it. 2 little vibrations.
Wait, 2 little vibration? Well, I suppose to you, little is fairly large. Still, did you feel anything? Smell anything?
I didn't feel anything when I came up here, which is odd. But let's lay low, get closer, and see what we can see.
she starts to sink down to where only her nostrils, her eyes, and the top of her head where you're sitting are shown. And Isolde and Zundis sink down to where only their eyes show, and they start swimming forward. Roll me a spot check.
15.
You see it. Isolde also sees it, and her head kind of points in the direction. Zundis and Estrel keep scanning, and you feel Estrel and see Zundis slightly shake their heads no, and Isolde through the sand. It's very muffled.
Okay, you see it? Right through those bushes. In between the trees. They look like shrubs, but they're actually not. They're too tall to be a shrubbery.
And
Kyrish just blinks.
you see standing 2 cloaked figures. One is there's a tall one and a short one. The short one is standing at the chest level of the tall one.
Doing anything?
They seem to be standing still. You can't see them do anything. They just seem to be standing there.
How far away?
About 40 feet.
Estrel, do they look like they're doing anything?
I can't see anybody.
You're kidding, right? They're right there.
Maybe she's getting old, but no. They just seem to be standing there. I can't tell if they have their backs to us or not.
Estrel, you actually can't see them.
I just see bushes and trees. Yeah, bushes and trees.
Wait, I thought Zundis did see them.
Nope, the only one that saw them was Isolde. Estrel got a nat 1 and Zundis rolled a 3 on the die.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Kyrish is going to make a pointed effort to try and point them out.
They follow your finger.
Oh, they look like they blend in with the trees, but I do see them. They look like tall bushes. They don't have leaves.
Wow. All right. Alright, and here I was going to rely on your dragon perception. Guess my own eye is going to be my friend today.
They're just getting old. It's okay. You have me!
Considering you lot are going to be living for a very, very long time, that's saying something.
Should we get closer?
You two stay here. Isaldi, come with me.
She scooches over and raises her head a bit so you can transfer over to her head. And she sinks a little bit lower, and the sand envelops your bottom half.
Okay, where to?
Yeah, let's go see what they want. What they're doing.
She slowly and quietly slips through the sands. And as you get closer, you can hear them talking. Now what you're gonna do is when they start their burial thing, you are gonna stand on the outside. And you're gonna be wearing your normal clothes, right? And then you're gonna make sure Keith sees you, okay? And that's gonna draw him in. And because he's gonna draw him in, all his little friends are gonna follow him. And when they're close enough, you're gonna do your good old self a favor and pretend like nothing happened. Like you recovered from your injuries, okay? And that's where I come in.
Right, I've heard enough. Whatever you lot are planning, it's not happening.
The voice stops and they both turn to you.
I take it they don't see Isolde.
They do not. They just see a half-floating Kyrish. However, I need you to roll me a will save with the special instances.
9.
When the faces turn to you, your vision just blurs. Your head just starts spinning. For who faces you now is none other than Rhea's lover from Ilia, and Gremil.
Kyrish just blinks and stares at them a second. Gremil, I don't be offensive here, but what the hell are you doing not dead?
Hello, old friend. It is good to see you.
Don't give me that horseshit. What is going on?
Riki is just not that good of a cleric. She said there was a slim chance I'd survive, and, well, I'm just a lucky golem.
Annie looks at you. Oh, well, hey there, Kyrish. Haven't seen you for a hot couple of months. How's everybody doing?
His fist clench, and magic starts to crackle across his fingers. but it's not his normal blue. There's blue mixed in, but it's mixed. There's all sorts of different colors crackling within his magic right now. He has a rainbow. What is going on?
I just figured I found Gramil wandering, so I figured I'd bring him back. And not have it be that cliche, hey, I'm back, but make it a special time.
Do not give me lies.
What reason would I have to lie to you? I'm on your side. Kyrish, I need you to roll me a will save. Standard will save.
17.
Her words flow over you like warm water. Lux, you feel concern and then panic through your bond, but it slowly goes away. The only thing that really has your attention is Annie's words. I'm just trying to reunite Gramil with his best friend Keith. Gramil was telling me how much he missed him. Besides, it'd be really good to see my sweetheart again. Honestly, see all of Gondra again. I do like my drinking competitions with Burp.
No.
Ah. Kyrish,
That
you...
is not what this is.
Kyrish, unfortunately, you did fail the will save. You were under her suggestion.
So what? Here. Oh god, okay. Can I put out a suggestion that the energy that was stored or amassing within Kirish's clenched fist when this was happening would now release?
What were you storing it for?
He was going to cast a spell.
Okay, what spell?
Probably summon monster.
You would summon. The summon would be random, and the summon would have a 50-50 chance of listening to you.
Okay.
Would you like to help me reunite Grimmeal with Keith?
Of course.
As you say, of course, your magic in your hand forms into a multicolored portal. What comes out?
A celestial black bear.
The bear lands on the forest line. The bear is a light blue and does a little bear gruff. Right. Let's get down to business, shall we? What was everybody's favorite part of the episode?
God, I think mine was the emotional damage of, well, the emotional roller coaster of damages with the people's emotions going from Gramil being dead to Gramil being alive to confused as fuck to, we just it's one of those things where, again, you've kept us on our toes all episode long. And I also like the fact that I got to play a little
Yes, it is a joy having you back.
sneaky with the note, because no, I don't want Kyrish to be freaking leader, and I don't want Sage to be leader, and I don't. The fucking princess is dead, so she's not even an option. He's talking to Mora. Mora ain't fucking. She's not mentally stable enough to fucking lead these people. And it might just be Ish talking. Fucking peace, dude. See you later, you're leader now. Pay us tax every month so that you can pay us back our donations. I mean, no, I would never say that, but you know, we gotta have some kind of reward for all this losing that we're doing. I don't know. The whole thing is, it's wonderful being back. It is wonderful being back.
Rhea, what was your
What?
favorite part?
Fact that instead of just going for the simple thing of plugging up the nose, I went for the slap first.
Oh my god. Right?
Rhea is just, oh, you're asleep? Slap. Wake up.
Despite the fact that I'm pretty sure I've seen people do the nose thing already in character-wise. But Rhea panicked.
I think it was just some Rhea kink. She just like slapping her right around. Yeah.
No, not with Amora.
Oh, but it's a
No?
kink with
Oh.
Kyrish, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
God.
You slick little doggy. You.
Also,
Get it?
I just need to state as well, 17 being a fail, that is a nasty power spell.
Annie is a very powerful board. Very powerful.
I also took the piss on that roll. that was not a great moment right there.
Well, the first will save was basically your brain comprehending, here is Gramil, and he's actually talking. And then the second one was to protect your mind from Annie's words. Also, Kyrish, what was your favorite part?
Man. I think my favorite part would have to be the fact that we're seeing Flibble is not just like this little murderous penguin thing. I mean, he hasn't been for a while, no, but like he was hyped up at the beginning of the campaign to be not only a figment of Rhea's imagination, but also to be like this agent of chaos. But here he is taking care of Amora like a fucking house nurse.
I don't know if I said this in a session or if it was in the audio drama, but like he said, he is getting soft and he hates it, but Rhea cares deeply for Amora, so he feels somewhat obligated to make sure that Amora is taken best care of as much as possible.
I mean, they are both elves, so.
I mean, Mr. Flibble still has his murderous intentions and his threats. But
You can have them, but he's still a feathery little ball of fluff.
if he ever hears Kyrish
And
say...
murder.
I think my favorite part of the episode is when Isolde crit failed the will save.
Oh no.
So Isolde is also suggested along with you, Kyrish, and her siblings hella sensed it immediately.
Man, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Alright, now I don't feel as bad that I took Isolde because that's the smaller of them. So reasonably, she's gonna be easier to get back under control-ish. So yeah.
I can't wait for next session. I can't wait.
More emotional damage? Hmm.
Yes,
Me neither.
all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, y'all. I got to bounce. I gotta take care of some stuff.
Alright.
I can't wait till next weekend. I will holler at you guys then. Have a great week,
And-
guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like down below and comment on your favorite part of the episode. We love to hear it. Don't forget to scratch that subscribe button and peck the bell so you know when the next adventure of Gondra comes out. We all hope you're having a good one, and we'll see you next time. Glee!
Squee.
Spoodles!
Bye.
DMobo out.
Jesus.